Hey y'all, it's my first video I'm putting up on People Builder, and kind of go through the rigmarole trying to figure out, man, what is the best video to put up first, or what's the best content you want to be able to share with people to be able to help their lives first. And I don't know if this is the best one, but I definitely think it's a useful one because it's blessed me tremendously. You know, the more I grow, and the more I expand and become a better person, a better father, a better husband, a better human being. And the topic that I want to talk about today is on the topic of love, and not being or not judging so critical how people love you. Give you a personal example. And so when I first got married, which was about 7 years ago, I had a lot of expectations walking into my marriage. And it's so funny because, you get gung-ho, especially as a believer. It's like, man, you want to do it the right way. And by the grace of God, we did. And, you finally get married and you have all these expectations of what marriage is going to be like and blah, 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 right? And the funny thing, when you're getting married, nobody really prepares you for that. Not friends, not family, or those who were married before you. I mean, maybe a few of you actually had that, those quiet talks in the night, and with people who really loved you and had some great experiences in marriage, whether good or bad, still great experiences, and I was able to kind of counsel you. But most people don't get that counsel unless they go and seek it. But anyway, so I have these expectations, and so because of that, a lens came over my eye where I really couldn't see that my wife loved me, and so everything she did, I was judging very critical. Oh, she did this that way. That means that her love for me isn't that great. Or she did this that way. That means her love, should be a little bit better. And I was very critical of how she loved me. And as a result of that, I really couldn't experience the love that she has, or even in the past had for me. And it really hurt our marriage. And the funny thing is that if you're not self-aware, if you don't even realize that about yourself, you don't even see that. But so I became self-aware, and the biggest thing that's helped in this area of my life is not expecting so much of people, that not having expectations on people, especially my wife, that I don't even have on myself. So if I was to go out there and judge the quality of love that my wife had for me, let's say when she cooked me food, or she didn't cook with love, or or she bought me some shoes, or she just bought it because I complained the other day about her never doing anything for me, like whatever the reason is that I'm judging, is you have to look within and see where your errors are first, and then you'll be in a place enough to be able to accept people for who they are, because there is not one person on this planet who has perfect love. There is not one perfect couple on this planet who shows love in the perfect way. But the thing that is there, and hopefully you could realize, is that the intention is there. And if a person, whether they show it the best way, the way you wanted them to show it or not, if their intention to show you love is there, you got to receive it. You got to let it come in, as if it is the best, as if it was the greatest way for them to show you love. And the reason why that's important is so you could continue to build on it. So when you receive that love from that person, your spouse, then you could give that love back. And over time, once you continue to, play ping pong back and forth, so to speak, she gives you love, you give him love, vice versa, just kind of going back and forth. Eventually you build something, and you build something great between you and yourself. And so the biggest things that I took from that was self-awareness, understanding of how critical I was of my wife and how she loved me, and then humility to humble myself and say, hey, you know what? Look, the love that I want her to display toward me, or the energy behind the love that I want her to display toward me, I'm not even giving her that energy myself. So how can I expect that from her? And so I want to challenge you today that instead of being so critical and judging how people love you, first look within and see if you're loving them to the degree with which you want to receive the same love, and focus on loving them the way you want to be loved. And by law, the law of sowing and reaping, by law, you'll get that back multiple times. So this is Levance from People Builder. just reaching out to you, saying, hey, you know what, challenge yourself. Instead of judging people, look within first, and then you can have the proper eyesight to be able to see how to properly judge, but with humility. So I'm out. Hopefully this was able to help you, and hope it wasn't too long, and God bless you. Take care.